today I wanted to talk about living mulch. Now I am in the process of renovating my gardens. I've been in my home for about 26 years, but in the last year or two I've really gotten back into my garden for a number of reasons, and one of my big goals this year was to soil build. One of the best things you can do to soil build is cover the soil. Mulch it, cover it. In this case, I've used a living mulch. So I have a few plants in here. I have a Japanese holly fern, a couple of those, and a beautiful fern in the back that my friend Lori gave me. Again, she's given me so many of my garden plants. She's a wonderful friend and loves to share. And then I do have some hostas in the back and a small hydrangea which I've rooted. So what I really wanted to talk to you about is what surrounds it. And it's a really beautiful leaf here. But all of this is from a bag of beans from the grocery store. These are little bean plants. Now I didn't plant them here for production. I planted them, I scattered them around, watered them for a couple weeks, and they took root, and they're planted so closely together. I would be very surprised if I got any pods out of it. But I did it because I wanted to mulch the soil. And I think it's the most beautiful way to do it is to do a plant. So unless you have ground covers, which I'm also planting a lot of, which come back every year, in your spaces where you need something quick and cheap and you don't want to go out and spend $25 or $30 on a bag of mulch, throw out beans. And not only do they cover the soil and protect the microorganisms in it, they improve the soil because nitrogen modules grow on their roots. So it's working on top of the soil and underneath the soil. And in the meantime, you have this lush carpet of green. And I've done it in a lot of my new areas. I get lentils. Lentils are a good choice. Black beans. I've done all kinds of beans. I have some over here around my fig tree. And let me show you a new bed that I just expanded. I had a narrow bed in front of my polytunnel, and I decided to expand it a couple feet. And if you can see, there's just some new sprouts coming out, some splendid sprouts, and they are lentils that I have scattered throughout. It's going to cover my soil, and it's going to improve my soil. So in another week, it's going to be a mass of green. It's going to hold back any weeds. The thing is, if you plant a certain plant, it's going to crowd out the plants you don't want. So it's going to look beautiful. And then when the cold weather comes, the plant will die back and oh, there's a fly on my lens. Oh dear. But in the cold weather, the plant dies back and just becomes like a blanket. The dead material becomes a blanket that protects the soil over the winter. And like I said, underneath, the roots are working their magic. And once the plant dies, it releases nitrogen into your soil. So right away, you have better soil. Your organisms are protected, and you have loads of nitrogen in there for the next season you want to plant. So guys, that covers living mulch. And I will be doing more updates about how this looks. I think it looks so beautiful. And it really improves your soil. And I recommend doing this for about $1. Get your beans on sale at the store for about $1. You can mulch an entire space for one season. So thanks so much for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed this video along with the fly. And let me know what you use for living mulch. Bye.